Hi, welcome to the Daily Beer for January 25th, 2019. So, just hold on a second. This video brought to you by water. Literally, that's what I'm going to talk about today. Kind of, that and my 10-year-old self. So, I was thinking a lot lately. My 10-year-old self would be really unimpressed with me. For several reasons. One of which I got fat. You probably wouldn't be thrilled with that. But my main drink of choice is water. It's weird. Like I eat brown bread most of the time. I have water most of the time. My dog just ran by. If you heard that, it's like. And what made me think about this was like if you told me in my 20s that I drink water as my main drink, I would have laughed. And like, because I love pop, I really love Fanta, and Pepsi and Coke are good too, and all that stuff, but Fanta and ginger ale. And I used to drink them all the time, and if you would have told me back then that would have been my main choice, I would have laughed, But I'm 44 now, and my main choice of drink is water. My sandwiches are all brown bread, which is like, when I was working out last year, I used to tell, I had the guy who wanted to be my personal trainer, he was a nice guy, but I was like not happy to know the money. But he's like asking me what I ate and stuff, and I told him, I said, oh, I have this for breakfast and bread, and he's like, okay, you should have brown bread instead of white bread, and I'm just like, yeah. And I'd thought of that before, and I was like, fine. So when I was at Costco, I bought brown bread and was just like, okay, let's eat this, and then I was like, it's not bad actually. Weird. It's the things as you get older. I've talked about it before. But here's the other thing, the reason my 10-year-old self would be really super unimpressed with me. I got this little Game Boy thing a little while ago. It has like 168 games on it. It looks like a Game Boy. It's a bit smaller than a Game Boy. Excuse me, a Nintendo Game Boy. Water. Makes you rub too. A Nintendo Game Boy. It looks like one, but it's got 168 games, some of which are great, some of which are just like, I don't even understand how to play them, and they're like 8-bit graphics are terrible. But one of the first game on there is Super Mario, and it's like, the one where you gotta save the princess, and man, do I suck. I used to rule that game, and man, do I suck. Now, I know there's like all these warp pipes you can take to get to higher levels. I'm actually trying to avoid those. I'm like, no, I'm just going to go through and try and beat the game as if the warp pipes didn't exist. And man, I haven't gotten past the second kingdom yet. I've only done the first kingdom, and I suck. My 10-year-old self would be super unimpressed with me. Now, my 10-year-old self would also be amazed that I have a 14 and 16-year-old daughter, and that I have a gorgeous wife, and he would, the fat thing, he'd still be ticked about, but whatever. He'd be shocked about their other stuff, but he'd also be disappointed because, man, I suck at Mario. I drink water and eat brown bread. It's just funny to think of, like, my younger self looking at me going, what the heck? And if I could have just talked to my younger self and said, hey, start eating brown bread and doing this now so I don't have to try and do it now and get less fat. But you can't really do that. You can only talk to yourself now. So those are changes I've made. What are some you guys need to make? Or have made that are healthy? I also bought yoga mats the other day. No kidding. I did. I'm going to try yoga. I'll let you know how that goes. Bearded Yoga. That's a whole new channel. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay bearded.